I wanted to be a fashion designer so bad. Even through high school, I would like go and buy clothes at the thrift store and I would like redesign them.
When I was a child, I always wanted to be, believe it or not, I wanted to be a doctor.
I actually considered either journalism or psychiatry.
Two things were always really important to me. I felt, you know, the field of medicine and being a physician, a way to serve. And then simultaneously, I couldn't get out of my head that I wanted to be a fashion designer.
A chef. For real.
And so even as a kid was the example of really both of my parents. It was like, that's what I want to do. I want to move things forward. You know, I want to make things better.
And a doctor should always look good when they're serving people.
You know, I look up a lot to family members, my mom, my grandma.
Naturally, my mom. I've always looked up to her, and I think I have a lot of the strength that she had. I lost her early in life, so I still think about all the things that she taught me.
You know, Patsy Cline, obviously an incredible icon.
Khadija was the first wife of the Prophet Muhammad, and you know, people think, oh, a religious thing, but no. The reason why she comes to me, because she epitomizes to me a blend of so many things that I think I, as a woman, aspire to.
The person who I admired most, I also had the privilege of cooking for and was honored to cook for, was Julia Child.
You know, Eleanor Roosevelt is somebody that I look up to. She was such a trendsetter in her day.
The best advice I've ever received was to not be afraid. To not be afraid to speak your truth.
Stick to your guns.
The timeline of a marriage being in a U shape. You start out at a high, you're newlyweds, life happens and kids happen, but then if you can stick through that, stick with your partner and come around that, and you start seeing your efforts paying off and your kids growing up.
Taking time to quiet your brain and really listen to your heart and what you are supposed to be doing with your life.
But this idea that you should be fearless and not afraid to not win at something or not always succeed, and because the failure informs how you move on.
The one thing that I always have to remind myself is advice that my father gave. You know, Shaquilla, as you're always looking up to aspire to higher goals or to achieve things, or, you know, looking at all the blessings that you have, he said, never forget to look down and see both where it is that you came from and where it is that other people might not be able to rise above.
Have I ever been dismissed because of my gender? Yeah. Yeah, let's just leave it there.
Oh yeah, I've been in that situation a lot of times.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I feel like people of my age, mid-50s, have had this experience.
There was a situation actually with a company we dealt with, and it just seemed like the person had a problem with women. So you just keep on doing what you have to do and, you know, make the best of it.
You know, someone's trying to put you in a place of being inferior to them because you are a woman, because you are an African-American woman. I just become stronger, more determined.
You know, sometimes you have to overlook that, but it's not right and it needs to be called out.
You know, I'm empowered by being in a situation now that I can make a difference in other people's lives, and not just the people we give to, but the people that work with us.
I think what my passion, following my passion, makes me feel empowered. You know, everything that I do that I'm really passionate about, like, you can't stop me. I'm like a freaking freight train.
I feel empowered when people in the community give me feedback about what I'm doing and talk to me about the importance of the work.
The belief in myself and faith in the good of other people empowers me to be able to do the things that, you know, that I believe have to be done. And
now, because we have stuck to a plan, maintained some financial goals, that knowledge that our planning has paid off is very empowering.
as an African American woman. My ancestors came to the country with nothing, but worked hard and suffered and sacrificed. And so that gives me enormous strength to know that if they could do that, then surely I could do the little bit that I'm doing now.